Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. Now, you've kind of seen a quick glimpse of my previous game in the unpronounceable. I'm going to call it the Suzuya from this day forth. And yeah, you see, it was a pretty good game, so I figured I'd leave that in. But yeah, the next game was equally as good. So I figured I'd use this as an opportunity to review the new premium tier 7 this month's this update. Campaign ship, the Suzuya, and this was recorded a while ago. Within the first week of the campaign, but to be honest with you, I've been a bit busy, a little bit preoccupied, so I'm only now getting round to actually making the video on it. I've gone with my reasonably standard IGN build. I've got a Makawa, and I've got a bit of a hybrid build here, so I've taken like not the first rudder shift mod, the second rudder shift mod, reducing my concealment, but that's the only rudder shift. Everything else then is focused purely on damage. Obviously, it's got the same typical, Mogami and Atago characteristics of having terribly slow turret traverse. Which actually I like completely. I haven't got the Makawa build on because the Makawa build covers the has the ingenious perk. So this is actually me using Yamamoto in this particular battle, but I have been switching back and forth, and Makawa is definitely a bit more advantageous. Yeah, as you can see there, this isn't the ridiculous rudder shift that's that the IGN ships are known for. So I liked these are gunboat builds with Yamamoto, but I still would have taken the rudder shift mod to improve it a bit, because yeah, this thing's not the most agile, and using agility and speed definitely lends a hand. So differences between this and the Atago itself. Well, I'll say Atago because the Atago is the other premium. So, guns fire much faster. I think you'll see it here in a second. What's our reload? Like an 8-second reload. The guns, alright, we're firing armor piercing. As you can see, we weren't particularly doing much. This was, my first handful of matches with this ship, and we're firing, blind firing. We've seen some shells coming from the smoke over there. Maybe we could cause a ship to reconsider its thinking, and we finally switched to the high explosive. And yeah, so comparative wise, right, okay, so it shoots faster, it's got more guns, and honestly I think it consistently does more damage. Don't want to take anything away from the Atago, but I don't particularly enjoy playing the Atago, but the Suzuya I've been having an absolute blast in. Honestly, I think it might be a little bit overpowered, and I think it probably does need a bit of a nerf. You will see when I start actually hitting targets with high explosive just how strong the guns are on this ship. There's been a bit of a pattern with the cruisers coming out lately, though. I don't know whether it's just like new shiny ship syndrome that I'm suffering from, but they definitely seem to be like the Orchikov. The Orchikov is a ridiculously powerful ship. Is it overpowered? Well, no, because if you catch it right, you can absolutely slaughter it. But with how agile it is, with the range of its guns, it is definitely a bit of a force to be reckoned with. So we're sending our torpedoes off into that smoke, because we know the enemy Edinburgh is fighting away there. And basically, I'm not firing at the moment because, well, it's just not a very comfortable position to be in. But we decide, right, okay, sod this. We've come in close enough. I don't think their battleship can hit us. So that New Orleans is running out of hit points fast. And sure, he was pointing the other way just now. Ooh, enemy mass spotted. Always shoot the DD if the shots are available. So there you see we've done 7. God, I get my words all muddled up here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it's been a long day. You can see the firing arcs are really shallow. The shell velocity is really good, and we're consistently doing damage to that mass, even though he's being a bit of a pleb. He's not really trying to avoid our shots at all. The weird thing is, no one else on my team really seemed to be shooting at him. But it's okay, we secured the kill. 25,000 damage. Ooh, enemy Miyoko. Got our HE loaded. Again, so, yeah, it's an awkward situation on this map. Look, their entire enemy team is over there. So it's not really a position where you'd want to push at all. But we're trying to keep them occupied, trying to keep them amused. Trying to stick to our team, who decided, you know, nah, it's all right. We'll not we'll not go down there and tangle with these. So I'm just basically trying to get myself in a position where I'm not going to get deleted, but still using the guns as consistently as I can and trying to rack up some more damage and maybe convince a couple of these to turn around and go away. And well, we're doing a respectable. Well, exchange-wise, we've lost 3,000 hit points, but we caused over 41,000 damage. So exchange rate-wise, we're doing particularly good in this instant. Mayoko's out of range. We just set something else on fire, and they haven't put it out. So that's what's that? 6 fires so far. And considering we spent a lot of the initial part of the match firing HE, trying to work out what we can and cannot do with that. And there we go, Akatsuki. So their second DD turns out. Fair play to our DD. He's done the right thing. He's stayed down there spotting. So he scored a fire, but that was a bit of a weak salvo. We did hit him, but it didn't exactly do much. But we do get a second hit on him, and I think we've set him on. Yeah, did we set him on fire? Well, something's still burning. To a 7, that puts us up to 9 fires. And as you can see, each salvo with HE that I'm hitting with is not only is it doing a couple of thousand damage, but the fire chance is pretty high. And I've not really spec'd the ship for fire, because I was hoping the armor piecing would do a bit more. So the Scharnhorst put out the previous fires, and there's another 2. That's put us up to 70,000. And look at his hit points. He's not going to survive this. He's not going to be around for much longer at all. I'll just watch the damage tick up. And unfortunately, our brave, valiant DD, his game has come to an end. But I want to give a shout out to him, because he positioned himself really well. He didn't do the destroyer thing and try and run to the battleships and talk for damage. He kept the majority of their team lit up the entire time. And ooh, hello, Akatsuki's decided to get a little bit close, a little bit too close, and we fired armor. No, we have got HE loaded. That was just a shocking salvo. So there we go. That's picked up our second kill and puts up to 78,000 damage. And yeah, we're pretty comfortable and pretty safe. That we're not going to get set on fire again. So we hit our heel, and we know one. I can't remember which one is. It's either the Belfast or the Edinburgh is sitting here in a smoke. So we're not spotted. So he's definitely still sitting there in this smoke. So we're going to launch some torpedoes in his general direction. They're probably his smoke should have run out, or he's going to hopefully. You'd expect him to have moved before they get there, but we will just have to wait and see. what happens, won't we? So we've been doing alright. We've been having a pretty good game so far, but if anyone's paying attention to the mini-map, or the timer up the back, up the top, should know this game is definitely not going in my team's favour. And, oh, hello, there we go, and it is the Edinburgh, and we already loaded the armour piercing, and, oh, 2 citadels from 5 rounds. Not going to complain too much about that. Sorry, 6 rounds. Another citadel. I feel offended. You do not play the Edinburgh this way, good sir. Have you not subscribed to my channel and seen my videos? So, because he's angling, we've switched back to high explosive. He keeps on turning, so we're going to reload the armour piercing. He's desperately trying to hit us with torpedoes, it would appear. Which, not the wisest move. He could have bow tanked us. He could have kept his bow in towards us. You know, hoped that we run out of HE damage before he got into torpedo range. He can fire his torpedoes forward. So yeah, this was a bit of I don't know. I'd like to say it's an unfair exchange, but it's not. He's not playing his ship to its strengths at all, and you can see the slow turret reverse really bloody hurt me then. We're up to 112,000 damage. I'm fearful that I'm going to die here, so that's why I fired the torpedoes. We're switching back to armour piercing again. We are down to 4,000 hit points. This is not looking good. 1,800 hit points. Oh no, 2,200 hit points. And we did manage to take that Edinburgh out and secure kill number 3 for ourselves. So we're looking at the map. Obviously there is a cruiser around here somewhere. Our 2 bits is over there. I don't think we're looking to see if we can get a shot off on the mountain. I fire because, you know, you never know, but I'm expecting those to just doink directly into the island. Oh, and there's a Miyoko. I've got 2,000 hit points. What's going on? Why am I not dead? Why am I still alive? You know what? We're not going to complain about it too much. We're not. He's clearly focused so hard on one of our teams, and it's something like this. It's a lesson. Something you should always pay attention to the mini map. The mini map is very much your friend. We put the fighter up because we do want to have an early notice of where this guy is. We are detected. We're turning in because we're expecting a return salvo. He hit 4 citadels, and I don't think he's still not paying attention to us. So there we go. Kill number 4. That was easy. I would like to thank the 2 previous enemy team members for providing such easy kills in such a critical part of the game. So that's an Edinburgh played so poorly, it makes me want to cry. And also then a Miyoko who just wasn't paying attention at all. Like, everything in the world told him that I was there. Like, I was spotted, I went behind the island, I put my plane up, indicating to him again that I'm over here, but unfortunately not. Right, okay, so there's this Tirpitz. This Tirpitz just killed our last remaining, our last but one remaining battleship. So we're going to try and get into a position to support this Iowa, as our Iowa scores himself a high caliber. So that's 2 high calibers on our team so far. So obviously Mr. Iowa has been having a pretty decent game. We look to get our torpedoes off. Unfortunately, we weren't really in a position to do it. We get our... oh, shit. Cleveland. So I'm caught between a Cleveland and a Tirpitz. There we go. We score our Confederate medal. Right, okay, so this isn't good news for us. Cleveland burns his radar, so we are spotted. Do manage to score some hits in our Tirpitz, but we're just going to sit here. We're going to sit here. We're on 2,000 hit points. That Cleveland was pretty damn healthy. So Tirpitz is taking pot shots at us as well, which isn't good. He seems to have turned his attention back to the Iowa. And how many fires? 12 fires are on so far. And get him, get him, get him! Kraken unleashed. And we score our 5th kill of the match. Oh, I feel like he kind of yoinked that one a little bit, but a killer's kill. He was getting awfully close to our Iowa and potentially prevented him from torping the Iowa. So, as you can see, we've got the points lead. There is myself and this Cleveland left dancing around the island. He's pushing straight. We've got him detected by sonar. He's got us locked, which means he's using... Oh, shit. Oh. Mr. Iowa just died. Oh, Hive, don't do it, you silly plum. Oh. The timer runs out, and well, we did. We went to push it. We pushed for the 6th kill, and in all fairness, it was pretty lucky, I think, that the timer ran out, because the chances of killing the Cleveland with 1 shot kind of low. So there we go. That was match number 2. So the first one was 160,000, but we didn't watch that. Second one, 143,000 Confederate Dreadnought High Caliber Kraken Unleashed and 35,000 base XP. And okay, the Iowa done pretty well. He had a decent match. Honorable mention to the Cleveland on the enemy team and the Tirpitz. They both played very well. So I do hope you enjoyed this quick dirty review of the new premium tier 7 Japanese cruiser, the Suzuya. And until next time, take care.